welcome to Have It Bad, Erratic here. I just wanted to take a few ticks off the clock to talk about this new Nintendo Switch 2.
Drop!
Firstly, though, I've got to share my very samey pre-order story, which is, it's like I killed the headlights and put it in neutral. I was a loser, maybe. My last day one console acquisition was the Sega Dreamcast back in 9999.
It's thinking.
At a toy store that is no longer with us. It has gone the way of the woolly mammoth.
We're less than 5 years away from seeing mammoths back on the planet.
Okay, look forward to those at the petting zoo. I had the big three lined up and ready on the laptop with Target, Best Buy, and Walmart when the clock struck midnight. Okay, well 9 p.m. my time, but midnight sounds far more dramatic. Target basically crashed, came back about 30 seconds later and said sold out. Walmart put me in a line that I'm probably still in to this day, and Best Buy eventually teleported me to that same line dimension. Target, though, such a tease. Talk about just a tip. I had the Mario Kart console bundle with a Switch 2 Pro controller in my cart, then out of my cart, then in my cart, then okay, purchase goes through. But no, it had removed the Mario Kart bundle, so I'm now the proud owner of a pre-order for a Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller. What really needs to be addressed is the biggest blunder in this whole rollout, which is not that. Or that. What kind of that? The missed opportunity of not using one of the greatest naming conventions in gaming history, which is not calling it the Super Switch. Just rolls off the tongue.
Oh, that is the perfect name for you. I love it. Never change it.
Instead, we got the Switch 2.
Oh, yes, I hate that name. So boring.
Anyway, bullshit aside, there was some triumphs in this rollout. The unaging man himself, Paul Rudd, came back to redo a Super Nintendo commercial, which would have hit harder if it was the Super Switch. Just saying.
Now you're playing with power. Superpower.
You know, guys, it's nice playing with power, but this is better because now we're playing together.
Super together. Uh-oh.
That was a golden opportunity. Kudos to Nintendo for having some fun. And in spite of global economics going full dum-dum, they also managed to have a pre-order drop labeled by most as a disaster. So they get the win for that. Clearly the hype they built up landed with We the People, and they sold out everywhere. You also have to put some respect on the console itself. The system is no slouch. The specs and mechanics are looking super cool. Certainly nothing to sneeze at. Almost quite impressive. But the real win, the final win, the absolute win is of course the games. Nintendo's bread and butter for me is really their own IPs and exclusives for their systems, and their rollout is not disappointing. First up, Mario Kart World, the $80 game. Doom, doom, doom. I know, I'm not gonna beat that dead horse. I'm gonna ride that horse to the races. Okay, I'm gonna beat it a little bit. And beat it I shall by saying that I'm a very frugal individual, so I was really looking forward to the Mario Kart bundle to at least alleviate some of that cost anxiety. But who knows, maybe I'll get lucky and win the Nintendo email sweepstakes, however that's going out. The game itself, though, has me ExciteBike to get back into Mario Kart. I played the hell out of all of them, each one being some sort of a generational party game, I'd say. Starting with the Super Nintendo Classic, we had hard hours of fun on that one. And then all the way up to the Wii with the racing wheels and the online play. I'd say all in all though, Double Dash is my favorite based on where I was in life. I was in my first apartment and we were just drunken and driving Mario Karts nightly. Don't drunken and driving. Now I do know and respect that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the king of this franchise, but I did not play that one. I actually stopped at the Wii U Mario Kart 8 because, oddly enough, I got that in my Wii U bundle, but I didn't really play it. All I remember is the battle mode sucked. So yeah, because it's been years, I'm ready to jump back in the cart and bring chaos to this world. I'm digging what they showed us. It's a nice leap ahead for an already polished franchise, and if anything, I look forward to at least unlocking Rainbow Road, which assumably means finishing the game, so I think I'll get my money's worth. And also the online play, who knows, that might bring me hours of joy. And we can all use hours of joy. The second game that will be a day uno is none other than the upgraded Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Yep, that guy. I was day one in line for that game at Target, got all swept up in the excitement and left with a fucking amiibo. They got me. I did play it a ton, but then Final Fantasy 16 came out and that game just gobbled and swallowed my playtime like never mind. After that, I just didn't really get back into it aside from some nights in bed where I'd say, okay, I'm gonna go do a shrine or two, look at the map, figure it out, and then end up 4 hours later totally somewhere else across the game doing gosh knows what. So yeah, great game, a lot of fun to be had. I did just see that I have 72 hours into that game, and my last milestone was getting the Master Sword, but I haven't done any of the dungeons yet, so I'm totally down with the $10 upgrade for the $6 million upgrade. You know.
Better, stronger, faster.
Honestly, Breath of the Wild took me like 5 years to actually finish, so I'm on pretty good pace with this one. Thirdly, the game that turned escaping hell into a sick fucking addiction. Super Hades. No, Hades 2. This game is just that balls to the wall, fast-paced action mixed with an awesome art style and some truly fantastic voice acting. I initially copped it on the Switch, and as the old story goes, as a roguelike version, I fell in love with my first. Hades also happens to be great in handheld mode, and whew, we did it in every
gas station, residence, warehouse, farmhouse, hen house, outhouse, or doghouse.
I did end up getting it on the PS5 on a cool sale, and it's still a pick up and play to this day. I'm sure I'll get Hades 2 on there as well. It is a fun way to horror platinum. Super Giant, Super Hades, super can't wait. Actually, I did wait because I passed on the early access. Though I did watch some streams and have heard great things from friends, my expectations are very high for this sequel, and it would honestly be hard to disappoint. The core gameplay is just that good, so.
Wait for me, Father. I'll be this.
Lastly, definitely not leastly, we've got the big bully on the block coming to put the beats on all my playtime. It all started with a number. Holy smokes, talk about development hell. This game has been through the ringer. I was super stoked to see it got back to Retro Studios. They earned that right. They knocked the first, well, I can speak for the first two, out the park. I've got a real love for Metroid. It's one of my favorite video game franchises. Starting with that first one on Nintendo when I was a kid, everything about that game, I loved it. And the whole series mashed together, it's that same creatures and music and always great graphics and the just super eerie ambiance. Super Metroid carried the torch as my favorite game for a long time. Then came Metroid Prime that just blew the doors off the GameCube. I remember the speculation, like how will Metroid go 3D? Well, you know, how's it gonna work? Turns out it works brilliantly. For me, when it comes to music, Metroid as a franchise just is the best. I mean, there's a lot of great out there, obviously, but for my personal taste, I always loved their music, and Prime set the bar so high. Then came Prime 2 Echoes, the first game I ever pre-ordered, at least one of the first. I don't remember if Wind Waker came before that. Yeah, it did. Of course, to complete what was the trilogy, we had Prime 3 Corruption on the Nintendo Wii, which I absolutely was like a day one purchase, and there it sat for years because I am not a fan of motion controls, and they did not give a GameCube controller option. But after the last few years of getting heavy into VR, I feel like I could swing it. Pun intended. So I did recently put it into my Nintendo Wii U, and I'm going to try to finish it before my journey to the great beyond. But this does make me some sort of an a-hole talking about it's my favorite franchise, and I haven't played one of the main entries.
Well. It isn't Mr. Bullshit and Dr. I'm Full Shit.
So I am, in fact, Mr. Bullshit with the PhD. And for that, I apologize. Now back to Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. It looks amazing, graphically fantastic. Music, I'm sure, is gonna sonically be another masterclass. The new mechanics and, of course, all the new lore. Yeah, I'm all here for it. I do like the idea of mouse controls, even though I will suck at them. I will still give it a shot, but salute to that Pro Controller pre-order. It's all gonna work out. Right on. Thanks all. Hit them keystrokes, folks, and let me know if your thoughts are thinking about getting a Switch 2 and what games are you looking for. These are the 4 that I'm looking for. Word to. Yo, right? And salute to X In Wonderland on the music. Catch them on Spotify and YouTube. Links below. And I'm gone. Like leaving candy around Martin in that one flick from the 90s.
It's not gonna be all right. I'm gonna chomp it up. You see what I'm saying?